Okay, just woke up and I'm going to make this video quick before I change my mind. Okay, so it's, we had a full moon yesterday, and, I have people that I help people. I'm in service to people as I serve myself, okay, so, and I feel like this is, if everybody finds a way that feels good for them to be in service of others in a way that feels good to them, then they're in alignment, and then their vibration's high, and then you have a better work-life balance. So your work and in service, you have work in service to others, and then the balance to your life is play, whatever play means to you, but it means, rest and be with your family, be with your kids, read books, do whatever that you want to do, really want to do, be on vacation or whatever. And so when Wayne Dyer says, or a lot of people say, do something you love, then you never have to work another day in your life. I'm talking about this is your work. So love what you do. Do what you love. That's your work is, it's for other people, but it serves you, it brings you joy. And then, like a friend of mine who's a renegade yogi who makes skincare products as gifts, I said, if you do that as a job, sell this stuff, make a business out of it, and then she can make skin products, and she loves doing that. They're great products. She sells them. She makes a living at that. And then the rest of her time is, playing with kids, playing with her husband, or by herself, reading books, taking classes, work-life balance. But what most people do is they work a job they hate to pay for things, which I understand. You can't just quit it. It's not like I was never there. I mean, obviously I have some idea. I've done that. Work a job I hated, then hang out with friends, and then hobbies. And it's tiring because you don't have enough time for yourself, overall. Once you have kids, you don't have enough time for yourself. All right, back to the point. So, I love helping people, but sometimes when I'm helping people, they're not listening. They're often not listening, and that's what this video is about. If I go to a personal trainer and I say, get my body, can you help me fix my body into what I want, for the summer, they'll say sure, and then they're going to give me not rules that I have to follow, but they'll give me guidelines. And then if I keep going back, I'm like, oh, I'm still fat. It's like, it's not the personal trainer's fault, like, how many donuts did you eat? How many times did you go to McDonald's? Well, only a couple times. Okay, well, if you want to get your body in shape and you go to McDonald's and you eat donuts, it's going to take longer and you may not get there, all right? So, what is it? It's March. It's still the beginning of March, like March, well, it's not the beginning, it's 10th. Right now, it's March 10th. This is the fattest that I am. Like, I found a cycle that I like, and so March 10th, it's not like the day, it's just that I got to start getting ready for summer, and they're so stressed about it. I'm going to start in March. So starting now, I'm going to start, I really clean up my diet and exercising and drinking more water and drinking less coffee, moving towards iced tea, with no sugar or anything in it, just mint and lemon as my caffeine source, or like that. So I have a system that works for me. Now, I know that if I keep drinking coffee and I keep just eating whatever I want, I'm not going to have the body I want by summer. Okay? And I don't mind helping people, but and I'm like, I don't know what, I'm not afraid to say it, but I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know, who do you think I'm talking to when I say stay off Facebook? Who do you think I'm talking to? So it's just like a trainer would say, well, how many donuts did you eat and how many times did you go to McDonald's? I'm saying, you want to calm your mind, you want to create a high vibrational life. Well, how much time are you spending on Facebook? How much time are you spending on all your social media, Instagram or whatever you love? You know, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying if you want a high vibrational existence, if you want a higher vibrational existence, if you want to raise your vibration and, you know, manifest more of your desires and less of what you have been having. So I know that if I keep drinking coffee, and for me it's coffee puts weight on because I put half and half and sugar in it. The sooner I switch to iced tea, with nothing, the sooner I'm gonna lose weight, the sooner I'm gonna get rid of these. This is from milk. These are from milk. Okay? I deal with it because it's just part of my cycle that I practice and I enjoy. So screens are one thing, social media is one thing. Friends and family that lower your vibration are like donuts. Okay, so and screens are like McDonald's. Okay, so if you want to raise your vibration, if you want to create a higher vibrational life, you've got to cut down on your screen time. Got to cut down on Facebook. You got to cut down on all social media, and you've got to cut down on the time you spend not just with low vibrational people, but even thinking about them, thinking about so that's why the lower vibrational. So I have friends that I've had to cut out of my life, and they don't handle it very well, but they're lower vibration, and their lower vibration lowers my vibration. I had one I'd help all the time, people that I've had to help all the time, people who have so many problems, and they think it's normal, and it is for some people. It's normal. If it's normal in your friendship to go over problems, talk about problems, then you're lowering your vibration. You're allowing your vibration to be lowered. And then, even when you're not with those people, you're thinking about their problems. I mean, I know what this is like. I have clients that have problems. I have to be with them while I'm with them, and then changing my mind. When I'm with my kids, be with my kids. Or my dogs. Dogs are, I swear to God, dogs for me are the key. And I mean, when I'm just loving my dogs, or like my kids, my daughter can, like, she's gentle when she's gentle, then it's easy for me to just bring my whole mind into the moment. But Facebook is a fantastic resource. It's a great tool. And if you're disciplined on it, great. Then you're using it, and it can raise your vibration. If you're using Facebook, I know people that do this. I have a client that comes once in a great while, and I said, you're one of the only people that, like, somehow she can use it in a way that's it raises her vibration. She should teach classes. But some people, if you're on Facebook and you're finding these, and memes are great and all this stuff's great, But when you're posting all this stuff to help people, try and help people, isn't this great? Isn't this great? Isn't this great? Isn't this great? It's like, stop. Like, there's a lot of great stuff. There is. But by filling up your Facebook feed, you give people stuff to look at, which means their eyes are on a screen. Now, are you helping? Are you helping, or did it cross into some other zone? I'm not going to say it frustrates me, because it doesn't anymore, but it used to. But I'm not going to say it frustrates me, but there's reasons that I walk away from people. And some of the reasons that I walk away from people are people like, I want to raise my vibration, or I want to be happier. I want to, show me, help me. Okay, I will give someone a certain amount of help. But if they keep using Facebook, if Facebook keeps using them, and they're not getting it, and they keep going back to social media, or they keep hanging out with lower vibrational people, or staying in lower vibrational situations, it's like, how are you supposed to change your life if you keep doing the same things? It's fine, but you're going to stay in the same place. Whatever your situation is that you want to change, that you're asking me to help you change, whatever you're asking me to help you change, if I could go into your life for a week, I could change some stuff for you and then hand it back to you, but that's not how it works. You have to make changes in your own life in order to see your life change. Just like when I realized a couple times in my past that I had friends that really lowered my vibration. Being around them really lowered my vibration. Once I let them go, once I just let them go, oh my God, I was so much happier. I had so much more energy. I didn't have to deal with them and their problems anymore. Because here's what happens. People want me to change their lives. They want me to fix their problems. And I'm not talking about my clients that pay me. That's different, because it seems like people who pay me actually do it. It seems like this only happens to the people who don't pay me. But it seems like people who come to me, they want me to change their situation. They want me to help them fix their lives. Fine. But then they don't seem to take the advice. They don't seem to make the changes. How can I change your life if you're going to keep making the exact same changes over and over? So when I do a healing on someone that has a disease or some kind of a tumor, okay, there's work to be done. You can't leave my house and keep doing the exact same things and have your tumor shrink or go away or feel better. There's work to do. I give you work. I give people work to do. You've got to meditate this many times a day. That's always in there. There's always a form of meditation. It's not, I make it as easy as possible, and it's like, okay, I never tell people to stop smoking. Never ever do I tell people to stop smoking. I just tell them how to smoke. I tell them how to change the way they smoke so that they can stop smoking or move towards not smoking. So I never say things like quit smoking. I say things like smoke consciously. I'm not going to go into it. Okay. I do not, it's not a magic wand so much as it is taking charge of your mind, taking charge of your life, bringing your energy back to yourself, bringing your focus back to yourself, focusing on your belly, focusing on breathing in, big belly, exhale, push your belly down, grounding, grounding, grounding. Relax your eyes, jaws, shoulders, moving around in this way. You cannot change your life vibration and vibrate higher if you're going to keep doing the exact same things you've been doing. It's just going to be the same life. It's like, it's magic because it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to say, where am I? Okay, so like me, it's just the same as me. Early March, where am I? What does my body look like? What do I need to do? Well, the sooner I release the things that make my body the way it is now, which I accept. I totally accept. I did this to myself. I did it all to myself. What do I want? What do I want? Okay, now I have to make changes and choices to get me from where I am that I accept. I take responsibility for the bags under my eyes, all the dairy. Okay, I take responsibility, and now I make changes and choices to get me where I want to be. Okay, so it's not just all in the mind. So 68 seconds, law of attraction, yes, manifesting. You think about what you want. You focus on what you want. What do I want? You focus on it. And you make it clear, and you let your body feel what you want. Okay? But then you have to follow the guidance that comes in order to make that happen. Whether it's guidance from me or guidance from your own soul. Because you've already set the intention. I want my body to look like this, or I want to make this much money. Okay, so it's always easy to talk about with money. Let's say you decide you want to make this much money. That's what I want. Well, you can't keep sleeping in, and you can't keep staying up on Facebook, and you can't keep watching television, and all of a sudden, I mean, I'm sure somebody can do that, but for the most part, you set that intention. Now you've got to follow the guidance. But I'll tell you what happens with friends. Friends. The people that you choose to spend your time with can raise or lower your vibration. People that lower my vibration raise the vibration of other people. Okay, so people that lower my vibration actually raise the vibration of other people. All right, so let me release those people that lower my vibration to the people that they that they raise the vibration of. But what happens is, since we have an ego, I'm just going to talk about, so if I'm really fat, I'm going to feel better if I hang out with people who are fatter than me. Okay? If I'm anything that I don't like, anything that lowers my vibration, I'm going to feel better about myself. I'm going to feel better about myself, or the way I look, or the way I whatever. If I hang out, my ego is going to make me feel better about myself. If I'm hanging out with people who are worse than me. It's like I say to my son, I said, if they're all eating donuts, okay, I said this one time, if they're all eating donuts, and you eat one donut, and they're eating 4 donuts, you're going to feel good about yourself because you only ate one. When if you stayed home with me now, you're not going to eat any donuts. So don't go eating one donut over there and feel really good about yourself because you didn't eat 4 like everybody else. Because if you were home, you would eat no donuts. And sure enough, he went to this place, and there was a big bunch of donuts on the table. And they were like, "You want one?" And he's like, "No, thanks," because I was ringing in his ears. And they're like, "You sure? We won't tell your mom. We won't tell your mom." He's like, "Yeah, no, thanks." So you have an ego, and it's going to do things to make you feel better about yourself that are not moving you towards the goal you want. Okay? Oh, these people, I've been friends with this person for this many years, so I have to, you know what, there's someone that I was friends with for a long time. I had to write her a letter, 7-page letter, and I had to say, "I'm so sorry, but you were honest with me the whole time about who you were, who you are, and I didn't have the balls, because I didn't want to lose you. So anytime I disagreed with whatever you said, I just kept my mouth shut. And I'm so sorry, but I have to tell you, I disagree with about 90% of everything you do and the way you parent. And I love you so much that I was keeping my mouth shut so that I could keep the friendship with you. So I know you think you want this friendship back, but I had a tumor on my thyroid, I had to heal it. So I got rid of my tumor, I had to heal my thyroid, and in doing that I had to speak, because this is the throat chakra. Communication, self-expression, for all the people who think that this stuff's wacky and like voodoo. It's true. So by speaking, whenever anybody asks me to speak, if somebody says, can you come talk to the community center? Can you come talk to the resiliency center? Can you come talk? Yes, I do. That's what I have to do in order to keep my throat chakra healthy. Can you come talk to the seniors? Oh my God, I got to talk to a senior center twice. They were awesome. I swore a little bit, and they loved it. And like just a little, where it was appropriate. And I love talking to those people. Because they asked real questions, and I gave real answers. It was like sometimes, a little tiny swear dropped in. It was like made the point, and they appreciated it because it was like, this is real. This person's real. So anyway, I had to speak in order to get rid of this tumor. I went on television twice, sweat stains, whatever. But I speak because I'm keeping this healed. All right? But being in a friendship for that long, where you keep your mouth shut if you disagree with your best friend, it's not really fair, to keep this person in my life just by keeping my mouth shut. It's not fair. It's not fair to her. She thought I did agree. I still love her. We still keep in touch, and if she ever really needed me, I would, I'd be there. I think she knows that. Because she did need, she had something happened in her life, and I called. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she's still in my life. I still love, and appreciate this person. And I have pictures of her, in all my major events, and I never took those pictures down. But anyway, the point is, if I hang out around somebody who's completely different, disagrees, if I disagree with them all the time, or they disagree with me all the time, or they're living a life that I'm like, I don't want that life. I had someone else, I said, okay, so if you want to make $1 million, you need to listen to people who have made $1 million. You can't listen to the person who's talking to you now, who has put themselves in major debt, even though that person's closer to you biologically. If you listen to that person, you're going to create what they've created, because if they could make $1 million, they would have done it. Anyway, the point is, you could set your intentions on what you want to create, but you've got to follow the heart's guidance to get there. So if you're sitting on Facebook or sitting on the couch watching, TV, and something says, okay, go make a website, and you're like, okay, on the next commercial, guess what? You're blowing off your guidance to get you what you wanted. That doesn't mean like chase every single thing. But you can't raise your vibration if you keep doing low vibrational activities and spend time around people who lower your vibration. You may love them. Just like my old friend. I love this person so much, but being around them lowers my vibration. It's not either one of our fault. That's just the way it is. They think in a way that I don't, that lowers my vibration. I just don't know how to explain it. You can't keep the same habits, and you can't keep the same friends the same way and expect things not to stay the same. They're going to stay the same. They're just going to stay the same. And texting me and asking me, this is what I'm telling you. Get off social media. Get off social media. Let some people go. Let some friendships go. Change your life. If you don't want the same old thing, you've got to make changes. I can't do it for you from my living room, I feel like I say the same thing over and over. You know, and you know, I have people that come for healings, and they ask me, oh, you know, this is, and I say, you know, I tell them what comes up, and somehow, and I would think it was me if I didn't have people who actually did change. I have people that come that want their life to be different. And I say the positive things about them, and then I say the things that they're doing to screw themselves, what they need to change, what they need to stop doing, or what they need to start doing, right? So here's the positive things about you. Here's your aspects, you know? Like I have a rebel archetype. It's easy for me to say, F this, F that, F them, right? That's not productive. So instead of being a rebel, if I can shift it into renegade mode, where it's like, I refuse to live like these people. I refuse to live like this, but I'm still going to live like something. What is my, what am I going to do positive? Instead of just rebelling, saying, F this all, okay, renegade, okay, I'm going to bless all, I'm going to forgive all, I'm going to respect the free will choices of all, and I'm going to love all, and I'm going to keep working on that. So I'm going to live like this. So I don't just say F that, I say renegade. I'm not going to live like all these people in society. Okay, how am I going to live? I'm going to live like a renegade yogi. So I take the rebel energy and I use it as a renegade yogi. I'm going to practice bless, forgive, respect, free will, choice, and love. So I'm not just doing whatever I want. I'm saying, okay, I have this energy, rebel archetype energy, that has almost killed me in the past, right? I've almost died. I've done some stupid things I've allowed this archetype to run the show once in a while, where it's like, whoa, I'm not going to get out of this. I don't know how to get out of this. Okay, that's what I have. Okay. So that'd be like, if I was healing myself, I'd say, look, you have this rebel archetype. We need to use this energy in a positive way. We need to direct this energy into a way that's going to use this archetype to bring you back more of what you want, less of what you don't want, right? And I didn't mind living in my car. I didn't mind, I don't mind, like, a lot of the stuff I did was totally fine, and it gave me lots of adventure. I had a lot of adventure. Okay, but I'm almost 50 now, and I don't want that. So I'm channeling, I'm using that archetype that could be, if I just let it run wild, it can take me, it can make bad choices in my life. I have kids, I have a husband. That rebel archetype could make, if I let it make choices now, I wouldn't have all these dogs and, this situation. That is great. It's really great. So I channel into renegade yogi. Practice bless, forgive, respect, free will, choice, love. Okay? And then I'm using my rebel archetype energy, channeling it, and setting an intention and using the energy of it to bring me back joy, to feed me or whatever. Okay? Now, clients that have certain archetypes or whatever situations they have. Okay. And so I don't tell people to stop smoking. I say, okay, you're smoking to ground yourself. Let's ground yourself this way. And then taper the smoking or do it like this. And everybody's a little different. Okay? You have to change your mind in order to change your life. You're not going to change your archetypes. They're in your wheel. They're in your personality. But you can't keep letting them run the show and expecting your life to change into what you want. You've got to deal with your archetypes in a way by using your mind to guide, to use and harness. If I have 8 oxen, I had a client that was like, well, you have all these oxen. If you don't get in the barn, of your mind, and I said, when you wake up in the morning, imagine walking into your barn and your oxen, all your oxen are there. Just take 5 minutes when you wake up. Notice, she's not doing it, that's why I'm yawning. Get the yoke and hitch your oxen up. Hitch all 8 of your oxen up, and then get in the wagon and steer them, because she's all over the place. This person was all over the place. You've got to hitch up. Now, she's got to start doing this 5-minute morning behavior. 5-minute morning behavior to get her mind straight. Hitch up 8 oxen. Get in the cart and now drive the way you want to go. Today's going to be a great day. Or today I'm going to be productive. Today this is going to happen. Today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do this. And you're guiding your oxen, because what was happening, her mind goes in 100 directions because she's got these 8 oxen. If she just channels it, uses it, I hope this makes sense. But you can't keep doing the same crap. You can't keep hanging out with the same people. You can't keep doing the same things with the same people and expect your life to change. When you set intentions, when you write your desires on your moon paper, or when you set an intention to manifest these things, you have to follow the guidance that comes that says, don't go there, don't call that person, let that relationship die, get up now, get a website, write a list, get off the couch, stop watching TV, get off Facebook, start doing that. Why are you on Facebook? So the client that I have that uses Facebook well, she has a why about Facebook that is in alignment. So Facebook for me, why am I on Facebook? I'm on Facebook too because some people book appointments through there. I'm on Facebook for Renegade Yogi Group. So it's a good place for me to do my live streaming because they let me live stream. YouTube won't let me live stream until I get 1,000 subscribers, and I only have like 90 something. My kids are like, just say like and subscribe. I'm like, if people want to, they will. But I can't live stream on YouTube anymore unless I get 1,000 subscribers. Okay? So Facebook for me, why? Why am I on Facebook? Because I can live stream there. I can get information across. We have over 333 people now. That was my goal. I met the goal. 333 people. Why am I on Facebook? I use it as the resource that it is. And my client, my random client, my once in a while person, she uses Facebook for herself. It's appropriate. Her why she's in Facebook, is positive and productive. When I think about her, when I feel her, when she stops getting something out of Facebook, so maybe the why is she's bored or something. I don't know. I don't know what her why is, but she uses it and then she's not addicted to it. And she's doing the same stuff other people are doing pretty much. But she hits a point where Facebook is not bringing her any more joy. She gets off of it. I know plenty of people that quit Facebook. They're happier now. I'm not saying everyone has to, because like I said, I have this client that uses her why in Facebook. So why are you using social media? So are you using social? So she uses social media. She uses Facebook, but it doesn't use her. I don't think she's on any other social media platforms, just that one. So, and I use Twitter. My why on Twitter is my why. Why do I use Twitter? Because I get all these different opinions. Because we're all co-creating reality together. And so I can look up one thing and I could figure out what happened. So Oh, what are they talking about? Wham, somebody's going to put the video up, and then I'm going to hear all the different points of view quickly. And I'll tell you, well, for me anyway, when I read all the different points of view, and they have to be very clear and concise because they only have 140 characters, so they get their points across. When I get a nice cross section of different points of view on any subject, I understand why people think what they think. And I'm telling you, if you're on one side if you're in one side or on one side of an echo chamber, it really serves you to know why the other side thinks what they think. They're all sharing, and there's so much information right now. There's a huge amount of information. Okay, and it's not all true. Of course, it's not all true. But people use it to make their estimations. And so whatever they think is true for them. And they will fight on Twitter about this, even though they aren't in these other states or countries or places. All right, so what I see, this is how I'm going to wrap up. What I see people who want better lives than they have. They want better lives than they have. Or let's take it, so if I want a better body than I've created for myself, I can't keep eating and drinking the way I have been. If I keep eating and drinking the way I have been, I'm going to keep this same body. I have to exercise. I have to change my eating habits now. If you want a different life, you have to make changes. If you want more money, remember I said time, energy, money. Our resources, time, energy, money. Okay? Time and energy can be spent making money. Money can be spent going on vacation and creating time and energy. So your resources, they play with each other. Time, energy. If I stay on Facebook, I'm losing time and energy. Okay, my time and energy are spent on Facebook creating content, making money for someone else. That's my choice. Time and energy on social media. That's why most people don't have the life they want. If you spend time and energy meditating, okay, you bring yourself more energy and you actually bring yourself more time. I know it doesn't make sense, but when you meditate, you calm down, you calm everything down, you stop creating a story of being in a rush. So actually when you meditate for 3 to 5 minutes, multiple times a day, you calm your mind, you bring your energy back to yourself. So meditation uses time and energy, but it creates more time and energy. So you're feeding your energy back to your own body, back to your own self. So you're bringing yourself, you're creating more energy for yourself. You're bringing all your energy that you're spreading out there, you're bringing that back. But you do actually also create time, because as you slow down and you create better stories, you end up creating time for yourself as well. As you break the stories that are like, I'm in a hurry, I don't have any time, I don't have any time. You know? So meditation uses time and energy to create more time and energy. It's so awesome. Why aren't people addicted to meditating? I don't understand. No, I do understand. I remember being in inhaler school. You know, I lost my airline job 3/3/03. 3 days later, I went to Sedona, Arizona for 21 days, 3 weeks for healer school. They kept, you know, in the beginning, okay, meditate. You know, we'd be doing something, walking along. Okay, sit, meditate. Okay, and I remember sitting there going, God damn, this is bullshit. Because I paid $10,000. I could do this at home. I could just do this at home. They keep making us meditate. And I was like, I could do this at home in my head. And my soul's like, but you don't. You never do. So sit down and meditate. And I realized, oh, he's making us all meditate because we're turning back into normal Americans. You know, Uh, Normal Americans. I love them. They're adorable. I do. I bless them all. I forgive them all. I respect the free will choices of them, and I love them. But I refuse to live like a normal American. I refuse to live like that. You know, I'm not putting makeup on my face. 515 different chemicals. Women put like something like 515 different chemicals on. That could be why my mom got cancer. She wore makeup. She wore nail polish. I'm not into any of that. I'm not doing it. I don't even wear deodorant. I'm disgusting. You know, as far as a normal American goes, I'm disgusting. But I want to live to 120. And I'm not going to do that with chemicals. Okay. So anyway, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I love you all. No matter what you do, I love you. I still love you. But set intentions all day long. Unless you start following the guidance that comes to your heart, unless you start making choices to rid your life of lower vibrational things and people, just stop. Your life's not going to change. It's just going to keep, you're going to find yourself in the same situation year after year after year, and you're going to say, well, Carla said that, you know, I was going to have this and that. No, I said you could have that. You could have it. It's available to you. But it's only available if you stop using your time and energy, or time, energy, and money to keep doing the same crap you've been doing. What are you spending your money on? What are you spending your money on? I had a friend. I had these $50 boots. Oh, must be nice. I wish I had those. I'm like, these boots are equivalent to less than 5 packs of cigarettes. But just around, these boots are 5 packs of cigarettes. I said, if you quit smoking for 5 days, you could have these boots. You know, don't come to me with this crap. You know, if you just quit smoking for less than 1 week, you have these boots. And you're like, must be nice. Wish I could have that. Well, you could. And then she was like, I wish we could go to Disney. You guys are so lucky. You guys are so lucky going to Disney. I said, okay, if you quit smoking for 80% of the year, you could have the exact same trip I'm going on. Must be nice. Must be nice. It is nice. It is nice. But, you know, you have to change your life. You have to change. You have to decide what you want. But then you can't just keep doing the same crap. If you stop smoking cigarettes, you have $10.85 more per day. You know, that's $3,650 extra that you'd have in a year. Say, I don't care. Keep smoking if you want. It's none of my business. I bless you. I forgive you. I respect your free will choices to keep smoking cigarettes. But $3,650 extra at the end of the year, it's not peanuts, you know? But do what you want. But don't say, Carla told me I was going to have this magical life. No. I never say you're going to. I don't have a crystal ball. I am not a psychic. Well, I am intuitive. I am psychic. But I'm not going, you will have this, you will have that, you will die on this date. No. I'm saying you could have. You could if you make these choices. You know, if you do this homework, which is just choices. What I call homework is just really easy little tiny shifts and changes to your life to bring you back more time, energy, or money. And sometimes the time I'm talking about and the energy I'm talking about is happiness, joy. The happier you are, the less you're going to spend money on crap you don't want or crap you don't need. The happier you are, the less money you spend on nonsense. But I still bless your choices if you're going to do that. But I never told any of you people, whoever's watching, I never told you that you'd have this magical life. I always say you could have it, but you don't listen. You don't. You listen to me say that you could have this great life. You could have this. You hear me say that part, but you never seem to hear me say when I tell you what you need to change or stop doing. You keep making the same choices. You're going to keep having the same life. And that's not on me. That's on you. Listen to the rest of the crap that I say. I still love you. I still love you. But, you know, I tell you, I have clients I started getting conservative men last year, like in droves. So like all of 2019, I got all these conservative men and some conservative women. But the conservative men were so different that I started their own group on Facebook. I'll tell you, they would come. They would come on time. They always came on time. They always paid. Sometimes they tipped, or most of the time they tipped properly. And they always do what I tell them. They don't. It's like they don't hear what they could. They hear the changes, and so they'll come back months later and they'll say, "Okay, I started using the tools you gave me last time, and here's how my life changed." So now they're back, and now they want more tools. They're so easy. They start telling a story. I go, "Stop telling me the story," and they stop, and they don't try. But no, wait, just listen. No, wait, just listen. Nope, that never happens with the conservative men that I get. So I'm not anything. I'm both. I'm both conservative and liberal, and not conservative and liberal. But I don't need to identify. I just feel. Okay, but I have people that are really like, they would identify as conservative males. When they come to me for my help. They let me stop them in mid-sentence. They don't fight to tell me their stories. They stop when I say stop. And they're on the table and their heads in the middle. Stop trying to help me. Stop helping. Stop. And I tell them this. They do it. And they don't ever email me. I mean, they never text me except to make appointments. I need to come back. Okay, come back. And I say, how's it going? Okay, here's what you need. Do you have any questions? Nope. You answered all my questions. Okay, get on the table. I'm telling you, there are people. If I didn't have the conservative men, I would think, oh my God, I'm not doing very good, or something like that. But I see people who do use my information to. They use the information. The people that use my information, and they're listening to everything I say, they are changing their lives. I have a client right now that's in a shelter that's like on her way to do, and her stuff is, you have to love more. You have to, oh my God, like so many people in her position would feel like a victim. And I wouldn't be able to work with them, because if someone's going to be a victim, if you're coming to me with victim mindset, I can't work with you. I won't work with you. I'm not going to use my time that way. So here's this person in a women's shelter with a baby, okay? And, oh my God, listens to the empowerment mindset and listens to how to love these people that you could easily see yourself a victim of. You have to love them. You have to know that if it weren't these people, it would be some other souls playing this role for you, because this is what your soul wants. Your soul's the one who wants this experience. It's not on these people, these lower vibrational humans. Okay? If you allow yourself to be a victim of these lower vibrational people, these really low vibrational people, if you allow yourself to be a victim of lower vibrational people, then you lower your vibration. If you allow yourself to be a victim of a low vibrational situation, then you become a victim. Okay? So she's empowering herself at a record speed, and I'm so proud of her, but I can't get attached to her progress, because at any moment she could choose lower vibration. She could give up. At any moment she could lower her vibration, choose victim consciousness, because it's always a choice. Every moment of every day you could choose victimhood or empowerment. Every single second of every single day you could choose victimhood or empowerment. And just because she's choosing empowerment now doesn't mean she always will. So I can't, as a healer, get attached to her empowerment choices now. Okay? Because then I have to respect her free will choices all the time. I can't run agenda on her. But what I tell her, you could be famous someday. You could be like wealthy someday with this and this and this. She goes, I know. I can see that. So that's what helps her get through this hard time. She's in a harder time than most of the people that I deal with. She's in a hard time. She's using it. It's happening for her, not to her. And it is a beautiful thing. So anyway, I know that when I tell people information, they can choose to empower themselves, and they can choose to help themselves, and they can choose to use their mind to create time, energy, money, create resources for themselves, time, energy, money, and empower themselves in a higher vibrational existence. But not if they keep doing the same exact thing. All right, so, okay, so see my arms? You're going to see them get better. See my bags? You're going to see them go away. See my nails? They don't exist. They will. Okay, I'm making changes starting today. Love you guys so much. Thanks, this is too long.